Lambeth town. Good idea. Rory, go on. Go to Lambeth. Right. Arnold what? What's his surname? I don't know. I never caught his surname. Well, does it matter? Of course it matters. They ain't gonna be down on the electoral register as Alistair and Pam, are they? This is something else. Here, the 111 Club, they'll have his full name and address on his membership. No, 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 he wasn't a member. I've got an idea. The phone. Delton slapped his forehead, a sudden, blinding flash of insight illuminating his desperate mind. Oh my God, he's hearing things now. Boyke exclaimed, his composure finally cracking, his voice tinged with genuine fear. Alistair was the last one to dial out on his phone. He called his wife at their house. Remember. So what? This phone's got a redial button. If you press that, you get straight through to Alistair's house. Right, right. How are we going to explain it to her? It looks a bit bad turning up just before the funeral, laying claim to most of his estate. No, it's all right. Alistair told her that he'd sold the chains to Delton. That'll be no problem. Hello, hello, hello. I'm awfully sorry to bother you in your hour of darkness. Yes, but, I was a friend of Alistair's, and I was just wondering. Sorry. Oh, sorry, beg. Upon sorry to have bothered you, Delton hung up, a look of utter defeat on his face, the phone dropping from his hand. Boyke, strange, isn't it? I've just got through to the Highcliffe Ruddy Hotel. Olive White. I'm sorry, Delton. I only called to see whether Chloe got there safely, and the grand schemes of Cobblestone Corner. Chapter 1. The Reluctant Prodigal. The pre-dawn gloom clung to Nelson Mandela Towers like a stubborn limpet, refusing to release Cobblestone Corner from its chilly embrace. Inside flat 127, a symphony of snores, rattles, and the distant rumble of the city's early risers played out Derek Deluxe Trotwood, a man whose ambition often outstripped his common sense, stirred beneath a duvet emblazoned with the crest of what he vaguely recalled as a defunct football club. He stretched, a series of pops and cracks echoing in the small bedroom before swinging his legs onto the threadbare carpet. The avocado-colored walls, painted in a fit of optimistic DIY a decade ago, seemed to absorb rather than reflect the meager morning light struggling through the grimy window. Ronan, Alistair, shake a leg, you lazy gits. It's gone 6 o'clock. Deluxe bellowed, his voice raw from sleep and years of shouting across market stalls. The sound ricocheted off the avocado-colored walls, rattling a framed picture of their late mother, Joan, which always seemed to look down with an expression of bewildered fondness, as if perpetually amused by her son's antics. A groan emanated from the adjacent room, followed by the clatter of something falling, probably a stack of Ronan's meticulously organized and frequently disturbed academic papers. Ronan Trotwood, Deluxe's younger brother and the unwilling recipient of most of his elder siblings' business opportunities, was attempting to navigate the labyrinthine clutter of his bedroom. Ronan, with his neatly combed hair when he bothered, an aspiration for a life beyond three-wheeled vans and dodgy deals, was a stark contrast to Deluxe's entrepreneurial chaos. He valued intellect, order, and a quiet life, all things Deluxe actively sabotaged with unwavering enthusiasm. "Keep the noise down, Deluxe, will you?" Ronan mumbled, emerging, disheveled and bleary-eyed, into the living room. His usually sharp suit jacket was crumpled, slung haphazardly over his shoulder, a testament to a late night that clearly hadn't involved much restful sleep. Deluxe took one look at his brother and whistled, a low, appreciative sound. "Good Lord, Ronan, look at the state of that. You look like you've been dragged backwards through a hedge. Mate, I've seen blokes pull out of potholes. Looking smarter than that. You brought her back last night, didn't you, son? That little bird of yours. What's her name? Charlotte." He winked conspiratorially, as if he'd just unearthed a deep, scandalous secret, utterly oblivious to Ronan's discomfort. Ronan winced, running a hand through his hair, trying to smooth it into some semblance of order. "Charlotte, yes, and we went to a concert at the Royal Albert Hall. Actually, it was rather sophisticated. You wouldn't understand. Deluxe, it involved violins and actual culture, not just a dodgy DJ in a pub. Albert Hall, eh? Takes me back. That does." Uncle Alistair piped up from the sofa where he'd miraculously appeared, already halfway through a mug of tea so strong it could probably dissolve rust. The old sailor, perpetually clad in his naval jumper, looked as though he'd been grafted onto the sofa itself, a permanent fixture amidst the organized mayhem of Deluxe's latest acquisitions. "Used to go up there whenever I was on home leave. Saw some of the best. I did. Ronan, Sir John, Barbara, Ollie, his eyes, usually sharp, were now distant, swimming in a sea of wartime memories. Ronan, accustomed to Alistair's meandering war stories and irrelevant anecdotes, nodded politely. "Sir John Gielgud, you mean? Yes, he was one of the greats. An actor of immense talent. And Barbara Windsor and Laurence Olivier were pretty good, weren't they? Absolute legends of the stage and screen." Alistair beamed, his gaze fixed on some point far beyond the avocado walls. "Saw Them all. Ronan,